Sandy can't sleep, and I have no idea how much time I have on this phone, so we'll just wing it. So I was going to share what happened last week. I think it was last week when we had the awful heat wave. Pretty sure it was last week. It was 3 days of living hell, let me tell you, at least for me. So those who are new subscribers may not know I have something called anhydrosis, which means my body doesn't sweat, which means I'm at a terrible risk of getting heat stroke, and it can happen quite quickly. So 1 minute I could be okay, and the next second I could be gone. So luckily we had forewarning a good week in advance, and I just have a little portable air conditioner. One. I used to have two, but the one in my room broke, of course, so the only one that works is in the kitchen. Luckily, my stove is broken, so I can't use it, so can't heat it up. But also, my fridge has been broken, I think now 3 years, so I have no ice like I used to have when I got this anhydrosis, I want to say maybe 5 years ago. Just all of a sudden, couldn't sweat. I also have something called dysphagia, which means I have a problem swallowing. I could choke, so... Oh yeah, let's not forget the GERD, which I can't drink anything cold anyhow, or else it's bad for my GERD, but we don't have to worry about that. So I get ice from the store and put in a tote and make up little ice bags, because I would take stuff out of the freezer, ice, or these special things that people with anhydrosis use to keep themselves cool, but I don't have the luxury anymore, so I have not lived through this kind of heat, I don't think, ever in my life. Plus we have humidity, and so it says the temperature will be this, but will feel like this. I remember one day they said it was going to be, I don't know, what was it going to be? 86 or 92, but it was going to feel like 117. So, of course, it caused me great anxiety, thinking, how am I going to live through a day like that? I did try to get a hold of my husband there, who abandoned my son and I, and asked if I could come to his place, because he has nice cool air all over, but he didn't even answer my call because he wants me to expire. This is going to end. I'm going to have to load this and load a part 2 and 3 and so on. So anyhow, I had nowhere to go. So I sat at my table and just prayed and prayed and prayed, and was very, very sick, nauseous, dizzy, faint, lightheaded, you name it, it was me. It was terrible. I literally did. I prayed and prayed at my table. So I suffered through the first day and then got to the next day. I don't know what's happening. It flipped over to another thing. Well, let's just see what happens here. So then the next day came. Of course, I couldn't sleep all night because I was afraid if I would by chance fall asleep. Yes, that's still that smoke detector beeping, because again I asked him if he can come over because he's tall and unscrew it and put in a new battery, but no, he doesn't want to do that either because he's too busy spending money while I'm suffering. But anyhow, so I was too scared to fall asleep, because sometimes if I would fall asleep, then I would wake up overheated, and then I'd have to go to the hospital, and that's the last place I want to go to. So it says phone storage is almost full. Okay, so then I guess we'll keep the next part to the next part. We'll keep day 2 to the next part.